Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy? Sports and Fitness Rants. I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. What's up, y'all? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back, man. Got another great video for you guys today. As usual, man, you guys know the deal on this channel. So about setting the record straight, stopping the lies, stopping the narrative, stopping them from rewriting history, guys. And in this video, we're going to talk about these comments that were sent to me from Gilbert Arenas. Once again, another weird Gilbert Arenas clip that I'm sent. And this is from, his No Chill Gil stuff. And he's responding to Stephen A. Smith's comments that I know you guys have probably heard from last week. I think it was when he said that LeBron James cannot stat pad his way to the GOAT status. And I think we all understand what he's saying there. And I think we all get that and we all agree on that. It's not about stat chasing or stat padding. It's not about stats. The greatest of all time ain't got nothing to do with your stats, man. Your cumulative stats. That's not what it's about, man. All right? That's a small part of what it is. So I think we all agree with Stephen A. Smith saying there that LeBron James can't stat pad his way greater than Michael Jordan. It's not even talking about the GOAT, but it's greater than Michael Jordan. Stats ain't going to get it done. So Gilbert Arenas is responding to this, and he starts making it about weird voter stuff and about, we have to get new voters. Like, I don't understand what he's talking about. We're going to go over this right. I'm going to break down the facts, and I'm going to, once again, highlight why Gilbert Arenas has no clue what he's talking about and how this man is just speaking off emotions for LeBron James and the money he's given under the table to support this clown, man. And he's completely missing the point here of what we talk about when we talk about the great players in NBA's history, man. And I want to thank you guys, everyone across the world, everyone across the states has been supporting my channel. I am truly, truly humbled, guys. I want to send a special thanks out to BTG the Don for sending me this clip. Thank you very much, man. Always coming through on Instagram. You guys are amazing, man. I want to send a special thanks out to some of the longtime members of my channel, man. So shout out to Gary the Great. Has been a long-time member of my channel, man. Always commenting and supers. And I mean, thanks a lot. Shout out to Gary. Primetime Henry, my man Primetime Henry's been a long-time supporter of my channel. Been a member for a long time. So shout out to Primetime Henry. Mind of the North Star. Shout out to Mind of the North Star. Another true supporter of my channel for a long, long time now. Thank you very much to Mind the North Star. And Infamous Styles 301. Thank you very much to Infamous Styles 301. Like I said, you guys have been true supporters of my channel for a while, man. We're talking about over a year now. These guys have been members of my channel. That means a lot, man. Thank you very much. And you guys know what to do. Turn the volume all the way up. Hit that play button. Remember, these videos are for educational purposes. And let's roll. So, yes, guys, listen, I'm not going to lie. I think Gilbert Arenas blocked me on YouTube, guys. I think this man blocked me from tagging him in my YouTube videos. I haven't been able to find Gil's Arena to tag him in these videos. I haven't been able to bring up No Chill Gil to tag him in these videos. So I don't know if he blocked me from this stuff or whatever the case may be. But I like to tag these clowns in my videos because I'm not just making these videos just to, disguise myself or to hide in the shadows. I want these clowns to recognize me and understand that I'm coming at you fools. All of these clowns. All of these fools. None of these guys should be talking about basketball before 2010. None of these guys are doing a service to the NBA's history. And none of these guys respect the NBA's history. Remember, these guys are out here for clicks and views. Gilbert Arenas is a big baby, man. He's a big clown. He's a big kid. The big guys are good. Who's going to listen to Gilbert Arenas? You think he's giving you the facts? So like I said, in the clip that was sent to me, once again, shout out to BTG the Don. He's responding to Stephen A. Smith's claims that LeBron James can't stat chase his way or stat pad his way past Michael Jordan to the GOAT status, right? And the problem is I've told you guys on this channel, I don't care if you don't think Michael Jordan's greatest of all time. I'm not trying to convince you of that. I don't have to do that because most people in this world understand what Michael Jordan meant to basketball. Most people in this world understand what Michael Jordan meant to sports, what he meant to culture, what he meant to the people out there. That's why Michael Jordan's a people's champion. Gilbert Arenas doesn't understand this. He's over here talking nonsense in his response. It doesn't make any sense. These guys don't get that. Michael Jordan is a people's champ, like an Allen Iverson, like a Kobe Bryant. These are people's champs, all right? So it's not necessarily have anything to do with your stats or your accolades, so to speak, but it's how you went about your business, the respect you earned from the true basketball fans, the true fans of basketball. Because remember, we're the ones who make these debates. We're the ones who make these lists. We're the ones that give credit to these lists. The true basketball fans, the people that know the game, the historians of the game. These kinds of people, like I said, people who actually watch this stuff growing up so they can speak intelligently on these eras. You ever hear someone speak about an era of basketball that they never watched? They sound stupid. They sound dumb, just straight stupid. Do you ever hear me trying to be an expert or talk like an expert on the 50s or the 60s? You never hear me talking like that. Or the 70s. I'm giving you perspective from what I watched in the 80s and the 90s. And I'm not lying about this stuff, which is why anyone that grew up during the time that I did, you know I got the facts here. You know that. I told you guys, Gilbert Arenas did not grow up watching basketball in the 80s and 90s. He didn't watch this stuff, guys. It has nothing to do with his age or him being around for this. He didn't care to watch this stuff. These guys don't care about the game like that. They only care about themselves and what they do on the basketball court. They didn't care about looking into these guys' careers or resumes or history of the game. They don't care about this. Remember, he was bashing George Mikan as a guy that couldn't make layups? We're trashing George Mikan, one of the great players, a pioneer of the game. You're going to trash him by saying he couldn't make layups? When the man shoots better from the free throw line than LeBron James does. But he can't make layups, though. Weird stuff from Gilbert Arenas. Remember, he tried to say that Magic Johnson, right, came to a champion Lakers team in 1980. He said the Lakers won the championship the year before Magic Johnson got there. This is what Gilbert Arenas told us on our live stream. He's a weird dude, man. He doesn't care about the facts. Because why was he saying that? He was trying to tear down Magic Johnson. That's what he was doing there. He wasn't trying to pay respects to anybody. He was trying to crap on Magic Johnson by making it seem like Magic Johnson came to some stacked super team that won a championship before he got there. They weren't doing nothing without Magic Johnson, fool. But he tried to trash Magic Johnson that way. And we've seen what he said about Kobe Bryant over the years, what he said about Michael Jordan over the years. So, Stephen A. Smith said LeBron James can't stat chase his way or stat pass way past Michael Jordan. And I think we all agree on that stuff. That's 100% true. No matter what you do stat-wise, it ain't going to matter because you have to win. LeBron James' stats are not coming in the course of winning. He's inconsistent for that reason. So this is Gilbert Arenas' response to Stephen A. Smith. He says this. You're not going to give it to him anyways. I don't even know what that means. You're not going to give it to... Give him what? Why would we give him anything? You see what I'm saying? You're not going to give it to him anyway. No, you fool. You don't give anyone status like that. You have to earn that status. Earn the status. See, Gilbert Arenas doesn't understand anything about life. He doesn't understand about earning anything in life, Gilbert Arenas. He does not, man. He does not. That's why he acts the way he does. That's why I told you I'm embarrassed. This guy's a son. This dude has a kid. And I think he's married. I told you, man, who the hell would be in a relationship with Gilbert Arenas? He's a complete dirtbag. This is the same guy that stole his ring back from his ex-fiancée and then traded the diamond out of the ring and then gave it back to her. I mean, some weird story he did, man. Like, he broke up with the girl, she kept the ring, and then he got back with her just so he can steal the ring from her, trade out the rock with a fake one, and then break up with her. Weird dude, Gilbert Arenas, man. I mean, this dude is a straight piece of garbage, man. I told you. And he's raising a kid. The man came out of court, a couple months ago, he was dancing. Came out of court dancing because it's a joke to him. It's all fun and games getting arrested at age 40. Weird stuff from Gilbert Arenas. He's not a grown man. And no one should ever listen to Gilbert Arenas or respect anything he has to say on anything. Basketball or otherwise. Just why would you listen to him? He hasn't said anything worth a damn in years, guys. He's never said anything worth a damn because he's not worth a damn himself. So anyway, he says that. So you're not going to give it to him anyways. And first of all, who is Stephen A. Smith to give LeBron James anything? Once again, you're not understanding the GOAT status, the rankings, the debates. That's for the fans, man. That's us. That's our stuff. There are no GOAT debates for the fans, man. You think we want to hear these clowns talk about what their opinion is? These guys are flip-floppers. They're not consistent. Who the hell wants to listen to them? I mean, my goodness. These guys are, once again, they're trying to trash an entire era of NBA. But then they want you to believe, yo, you got to listen to me because I'm an ex-NBA player. Who's that guy? He's just sitting in his car. He's nobody. He's just a fan. No, I'm giving you the facts. I'm giving you the truth. I'm keeping consistent here. All right? Once again, I don't have anything to gain by this stuff. I'm not getting paid to give you guys a certain angle here or a certain opinion. And once again, I'm backing up my opinion and with the statements that I'm making with facts, with evidence. These guys, oh yeah, LeBron James, man, you're not going to give it to him anyway. What does that even mean, Gilbert Arenas? Stephen A. Smith can't give you anything. He has to earn it. No one's giving LeBron James a damn thing. See, you clowns are trying to give LeBron James the second greatest of all time. He's right behind Michael Jordan. No, he's not. You guys gave him that. He didn't earn that status. He did not pass Magic Johnson. He did not pass Larry Bird. And I haven't heard an argument or a debate against those guys for LeBron James. That's not past Wilt Chamberlain. He's not above Tim Duncan or Bill Russell. I'm not putting him above Hakeem Olajuwon. I've done videos on this stuff. I've done videos on the Hakeem Olajuwon, the Tim Duncan, Magic Johnson. I've done like several videos on Larry Bird thing. Done a video on Wilt Chamberlain. I did all these videos. LeBron James versus these players. I've done all these videos. He's not comparable. He's not worthy to be compared to these guys. Those guys were greater. Dr. J, come on, Mason, we're on the level of these guys, man. He does not earn that right. And he hasn't earned it at all. They want to give him that status. Oh, yeah, LeBron James second of all time. He's right behind Michael Jordan. He passed all these guys. When? When were these debates had? The NBA fans, the true basketball fans, never had these debates. We never had these discussions. And then what will they say? Yeah, well, he's been past them. He just passed them. There was no need for a debate. Like Nick Wright said, he's like, it's not, like, he passed Kobe Bryant a long time ago. But it's not even a thing anymore. He passed all these guys. When? When did he do it? He hasn't. You guys are just saying that. You guys are, once again, just giving him weird stuff. So he said, you're not going to give it to him anyways. Then he continues, says this, weird stuff again from Gilbert Arenas. That list is never going to change until the Michael Jordan standards move out. I want you guys to think about what he just said right there. Think about what he said. He basically just, I'm reading again. That list is never going to change until the Michael Jordan standards move out. So you're admitting that Michael Jordan is the standard. You're admitting that Michael Jordan is the bar. He set the bar. So Gilbert Arenas and a lot of these other weird LeBron James people, they act as if the Michael Jordan fans, the fan base of Michael Jordan, will never let anyone pass Michael Jordan. Oh, no one's ever going to pass. That's what he's saying here. Oh, you're never going to let him pass. But the list is never going to change. What list, dude? What list does Stephen A. Smith have access to? Stephen A. Smith ain't part. We're the ones doing the list. We're the ones doing the debates. Like I said, the true fans, man. The people. Not you clowns. The people. We have the power here. I tell you guys all the time, we have the power. For some reason, we don't act like, or we don't think we have the power. We have the power over these clowns. Over the Gilbert Arenases, over the Kendrick Perkins, over the Draymond Greens and the Nick Wrights. Yeah, they might be more mainstream. They might have the name and the cachet, but they don't have the facts, guys. They don't have the facts. The true fans have the facts. We have the context. We have the perspective. We're giving you the truth. These guys are liars. They're liars, guys. They play in the NBA and they're liars. They're a bunch of dirt bags. They're guys who are out there for money. Zero integrity, guys. They have no clue what integrity means, these clowns. No idea. All right, so Gilbert Arenas talking about until the Michael Jordan standards move out. So you want them, once again, like I said, you guys expose yourself daily. So you basically, like you just said, you want them to lower the Michael Jordan standards down so that LeBron James looks better compared to Michael Jordan, compared to other players. I don't even say what you're saying here, Gilbert. You're an idiot. I tell you guys right now, Gilbert Arenas is not a smart person, guys. And I'm not saying that I'm smart or I'm like Stephen Hawking or Isaac Newton or somebody like that. What I'm telling you right now is that these guys, they're dumb and they think they're smart. That's the problem here. They're stupid and they think they're more intelligent than the average everyday person, than the average everyday fan. So when you listen to someone like Gilbert Arenas speak, he's condescending. He talks down. He talks at people as if we're dumb. And he has to talk down to us to help us explain stuff, to help us understand things. Dude, you're a fool. You're an absolute joke. You're a joke of a person. You're a joke of a man. Your career was a joke. It was an absolute joke, your career. Gilbert Arenas is still living off those 2-3 good years he had. Dude, you played like 11, 12 seasons and you're hyping off of 2-3 seasons you had. Like I said, and you did that. You put up stats on a crap team. Gilbert Arenas is the definition of putting up stats on a bad team. Good for Gilbert Arenas. Never won 50 games in his career. Never went past the first round. The dude's a bum, man. He don't do nothing out there on the court. He's have a stat pad. This shot chucker, Gilbert Arenas. He wasn't a leader. He didn't play defense. What did he do? Nothing but shoot. That's it. That's why your team never did anything. And we all know he's a head case, right? He was never a professional. He was never a true professional, Gilbert Arenas. He played in the pros, but he was never a professional. He continues and says this. So they had to lower the Michael Jordan standards down. He says, we got to remove the Michael Jordan standards. Get rid of what are the Michael Jordan standards? Winning? We're to lower the standard from winning? Once again, Michael Jordan set the bar so high, these guys act as if we don't want someone to replace Michael Jordan. No, we're waiting for someone worthy to pass Michael Jordan and supplant Michael Jordan. If someone was worthy and they were putting the work in like that, then we would have no problem with acknowledging these guys or that person as being a greater player than Michael Jordan. The problem is, for these guys, is they want us to lower the standard down. When Michael Jordan set the bar that high, it's not our fault that he set the bar that high. You guys want to lower the bar down so that these guys can appear to be close to Michael Jordan. That's insane. Insane. And that's what LeBron James fans do. They lower the Jordan standard down to make it seem like he's right there. He's close, or he passed Michael Jordan. Oh, his hair was trash. He had no left hand. Scottie Pippen did all the work. All he had to do was score. I mean, these are the weird lines that they talk about Michael Jordan, the game's greatest player. Even if you don't think he's the greatest player, you know he's the greatest competitor and the most popular player. Why you think he was popular? Because he wasn't that good? Because he cheated the game? Because he load managed on the fans? No, there was a reason why he was popular. You don't just become popular for no reason. And then they wonder why LeBron James gets booed so much. You think it's hate? Oh, y'all just haters. So they're just booing him because of a hate? No, they're booing him because of the way LeBron James went about his business, the way he went about his career. That's all LeBron James, man. That ain't got to do with Michael Jordan or popularity or the people out there trying to make him not look good. I don't understand what Gilbert Arenas says here. He makes no sense. A walking contradiction, a walking idiot. He says this: they select new voters, then you will start seeing the list change a little bit. What list? What freaking list are you talking about, Gilbert Arenas? What list, man? There are a billion lists out there. There are a billion entities with lists. There are a billion websites and publications with lists. I told you, the only ones that matter are the people, the true basketball fans. We're the only ones that matter. We have the power. Not House of Highlights and these clowns over there that have been watching basketball for 10 years. Not these fools from ESPN who have completely sold out and destroyed the integrity of the game. Not these fools from Basketball Network that flip-flop with their weird posts. Not these clowns on the Bleacher Report that never remain consistent, that are all over the place, who are not going to give you the facts about NBA's history. Not Amazon Prime Sports. Why we talked about those clowns the other day? Come on, man. None of these entities. Like I said, none of the main guys on the media, Colin Cowherd, Nick Wright, Kendrick Perkins, Shannon Sharp, those guys' lists, quote-unquote lists, don't matter. Their lists are irrelevant. All right? So once again, there are a bunch of lists out there. These are new voter. What new voters? What new vote? Like, he's acting as if there's a straight up list and that you have to be a voter to vote in this thing. Oh, Michael Jordan's only the greatest of all time because of all the voters are all about Michael Jordan. What? He's saying that they've been rocking Michael Jordan since the 90s. So they're voting for Mike. What are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about? It doesn't matter what age you are. I told you, I work in a school with kids that are 15, 16, 17 years old. Before that, I spent 4 years in an elementary school with kindergarten through 5th grade, guys. I've seen all kinds of age groups over the last years or so. No LeBron James stuff. That ain't got nothing to do with voters saying that LeBron James is as great as Michael Jordan. No LeBron James sneakers. No LeBron James jerseys. No one even talking about LeBron James. I never hear it. You know what's funny, guys? The other, when it was Halloween, right, not that long ago. And I told you, I'm working in high school now, guys, right? So when you're in high school, right, the high school kids, they usually dress themselves, right? High school kids, I told you, when I worked in elementary school, sometimes I would tell you guys that when you saw young kids wearing Air Jordan sneakers and they're wearing Jordan jerseys and they're wearing the Jordan brand, some of that can be attributed to their parents, right? They're teaching their young kids about Michael Jordan. They're letting them know about the greatness of Michael Jordan and, you know, what they grew up watching and why they appreciate and respect Michael Jordan. So they're teaching their children. The same way I told you, I teach my son about other great players in NBA's history, and I give him the facts. Like, my son knows about Wilt Chamberlain and Dr. J. I mean, more so than a lot of the current players. You know what I'm saying? I taught him this stuff. I told him about these great players for a reason. But when you're in high school, these kids dress themselves. They can buy their own clothes. They have their own opinions. They can do essentially what they want to do a lot of times. So the clothes that they're wearing, the stuff that they're buying or they're asking their parents to buy them is all because of their own mind, because of what they've been exposed to. And I don't see anybody wearing LeBron James stuff here. No one. And I told you, it was Halloween here in high school. And I saw a girl, a girl, right? I think she's like in 10th grade or something like that. She came to school dressed as Reggie Miller. As Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller. She had a Reggie Miller jersey on. She had the wristband. Like, I saw her do the choke thing to one of the kids during the day. There's a chick dressed as Reggie Miller. I didn't see no one dressed as LeBron James. I don't see no one wearing LeBron James jersey. And once again, I'm in New York. Maybe where you're from, everyone does wear LeBron James stuff. But I've talked to people in the comment section from all walks of life, from all areas of the world. And they all pretty much say the same thing. There's no one wearing LeBron James stuff like that. So Gilbert Arenas, you're talking about selecting new voters. What voters are you talking about? There's nothing to do with selecting new voters. Oh, they only like Michael Jordan because they grew up with Michael Jordan. Even the young people know Michael Jordan's greater than LeBron James. It's not even close. You are the fools that are trying to make this a close argument when it's not. It's not. Now you're trying to make it about popularity because we grew up watching Michael. No, we watched both these clowns. There's a problem, Gilbert Arenas. We watched both of these dudes. And we're telling you, the people who watch this stuff, he's not close to Michael Jordan. There's a bunch of other guys in between them. A bunch of other guys. He ain't greater than Larry Bird. He ain't greater than Kobe. He ain't greater than Magic Johnson. I'm just telling you guys the facts here. I haven't seen an argument for it. And he's not worthy to even be compared to them dudes. There's nothing you can deny about that. LeBron James is not worthy because he's cheated the game. He destroyed the game. Those guys didn't destroy the game and cheat the game. LeBron James cheated himself out of these conversations. But Gilbert Arenas is telling you, we got to select new voters. Select new voters? As if it's an MVP vote or something like that. Right? They have a selection, a voter selection for the greatest of all time? No, Gilbert Arenas, what are you talking about, dude? We, the people, say who the greatest of all time is. We're the ones who do these debates. We're the ones who do these lists. It's the fans. That's a fan thing. And now they're trying to hijack it and make it seem as if, oh no, Michael Jordan's popular than LeBron James for nostalgia. Michael Jordan, they've been trying to tear down Michael Jordan for the past 5 years or so. They've been trying to trash this man, right? They've been trashing, actually probably since about 10 years. I want to say since LeBron James won that 2016 championship. They've been trying to trash Michael Jordan's legacy. But I've told you guys what? They can't do anything. They can't even put a dent in it because it was never built up through the media, through narratives and lies. So you can't tear down Michael Jordan with narratives and lies. But when you build up LeBron James through narratives and lies, it's easy for someone like me to debunk all this stuff and set the record straight. There's nothing to set the record straight on Michael Jordan about. I told you, as a matter of fact, the more you look into Michael Jordan, the greater he becomes. The more you look into LeBron James, the more he gets exposed, guys. That's why I said his resume is paper. Paper. Once you start going through the resume, I said you call and check on those references, it gets exposed. It falls apart. Michael Jordan's resume is stronger the more you scrutinize it. That's just the facts, guys. They want to trash his era. When you look into the era, it's actually greater than you realize. It's actually deeper than any other era in the history of the game. Not saying it's better, but there's a reason why it's called the golden era, guys. It's a reason for this. So once again, they can try to tell you all they want and try to lie and create these false narratives all they want. But it's never going to work, guys, because Michael Jordan built his legacy through his on-court game, through his own greatness. And that's what we witnessed. We watched this stuff, guys. Gilbert Arenas don't know what he's talking about. He's over here being emotional, talking about we got to move until the Michael Jordan standards move out. Lower the bar, Sensei. Lower the bar for these guys because Michael Jordan set it too high. That's what he's saying there. I tell you, man, Gilbert Arenas needs to, he should be banned from talking basketball. That's how bad he is on the microphone. Like I said, Gilbert Arenas, why are you blocking me from your stuff, man? Like I said, get me on Gil's Arena. I'll do a video call conference with you clowns, and we can go through this. And I'll give you guys the facts. I'll expose you guys heavily as, once again, being a bunch of liars and not keeping the facts and facts, not doing the NBA's history, any service here, talking about they select new voters. The list will change a bit. Change. The list ain't going to change. I told you, LeBron James, for a lot of people, they're actually realizing that LeBron James don't belong top 5 and top 10. They're actually like, damn, I didn't realize he's actually worse than I thought. The more they look to LeBron James' career, the more he keeps playing, the worse he gets, guys. And that's a fact here, Gilbert Arenas. That's why LeBron James will never be behind Michael Jordan or close to Michael Jordan. They ain't got nothing to do with the voters. What voters are you talking about? I'm not a voter. What? More excuses. LeBron James goes down and gets booed on purpose. Remember, his popularity is fake, guys. Fake. He has to pay for popularity, and that's the key here. That's the facts, guys. Remember that. You guys know the deal, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one.